All right, hey guys, today we're talking with JD about expectations in mentoring. JD, why are expectations so important, I guess, in life?
Expectations in life. This is the tape I'm making, much like I would make a sticky note to myself so that I can go back in the future or back in the future and review this for myself, because I struggle with this problem.
Yeah, because you're a mentor with the tools and you mentor, and sometimes, just like in golf
or with spouses or friends, we have high expectations, and
then the higher the expectation,
the bigger the fall.
The bigger the fall. So let's set it up for people watching this. Probably those of mentors in training are watching this. Maybe this title caught their eye because they're discouraged in mentoring. Probably because their expectation was too high.
Exactly. Expectations. If you do hit that wall and they cause you to become frustrated, it all of a sudden compounds your problem with the other person you're dealing with. Things that cause expectations to be too high are going into a relationship as a mentor and expecting that other person to connect with you right away, like an old friend.
Okay.
And you have to build that relationship, to build that trust. Another problem with expectations or another frustration that you can run into is that you engage with this person and you start to try to walk with them and try to move them and try to get them to go at a speed that you think that it should be moving. Unfortunately, that isn't necessarily how fast it will or won't go.
Right. So it's a lot like parenting. We have kids, and so parents have been discouraged by their kids, and they had certain expectations and they didn't live up to them. And the same thing can happen in a mentoring relationship.
Exactly.
When you're walking with somebody. So it sounds like this isn't theoretical. JD.
This is not theoretical. I'm living this every day.
Yes.
Every day I wrestle with this problem, whether I'm with my spouse or mentoring or golfing. I have this problem. So.
And I should say, just for people watching this, right now you're mentoring 3 different guys,
right,
at different levels, and so for 1 week with one guy it might be great.
Exactly.
And then a couple weeks later,
you hit a bump.
Yes.
So
it goes like this.
It goes just like that. So the key, I think, is to remember what your role in mentoring is, what your job is. And to me, it kind of comes down to, you want to be salty. You want to present yourself in a way that is attractive to them, that they find that they want to know. They're wanting to be with you to find out what your secret is.
Good. That's great. Now, do you find yourself then, as a result, biting your tongue a lot in your mentoring, some of your mentoring conversations? Like you're not.
I do, because I think one of the things as the mentor is to be a good listener.
Mm-hmm.
I think that you have to listen to them, let them hear themselves talk through their situations,
good,
their feelings, where they are.
That's good. Even if you've got an expectation that they should be over here by now.
Exactly.
And you want to kind of pull them along, right? We talk about in our mentor training, they're at A and you're trying to get them to X, but truth is discovered.
Truth is discovered.
Right? It takes a while. So you can't yank them to X. You have to just be patient. Maybe temper your expectations a little bit.
Exactly. I think about this role thing. You need to be kind to them, and you need to remember that Jesus walked with 12 disciples for 3 years,
mm-hmm.
and they saw him perform miracles with loaves of bread and fish,
mm-hmm.
and yet they still didn't move as quick as Jesus wanted them to. Really, he had his days where he would look at them as well. So
even Peter at Jesus's trial, he's denying Jesus. Peter made such great progress earlier, and then now he's doing that, right?
Exactly.
But Jesus was patient. Maybe his expectations were low, right?
He did. He kept them in check.
He
kept his expectations, I think, the way we should.
Well, really, in fact, if we know the story, Jesus expected that Jesus knew that Peter was going to deny him. So maybe that's the lesson here today, guys, is just really expect your mentoring relationships to utterly fail, and you will be pleasantly surprised. How's that? How's that for the ending of this particular video? Well, no, there's one other thing you wanted to say about God's role in all.
Yeah, so that's our role. We're just there
Right.
to walk with them and to love on them and listen to them and because truth is discovered and that's God's role.
Yeah.
And remember, God does the heavy lifting and He has the timeline.
Yeah.
And so don't be frustrated that things aren't moving as quickly or smoothly or as in one direction only. Mm-hmm. As you go along. So
you can only do your part,
and your part is very small.
Yes, and God will always do His part. There's no question about that. And then the person you're mentoring has to take ownership and do their part.
And they have to do the discovering, which is
that's good. So I hope that's encouraging mentors. I don't know if you're just getting started as a mentor, or maybe you've just been discouraged recently in your mentoring. Don't give up on it. Just temper your expectations and do your part. We'll see you in the next video.